Hi, I'm Margie Drube with the Drube team at Five Cities Homes. I'm here today with Andrea and Tara of the San Luis Obispo Food Bank. We're going to talk to them a little bit about how COVID, the craziness, the economy, how this is affecting us here in Five Cities. So I want to let Andrea and Tara introduce themselves. Andrea, tell us about yourself.
Hi, Margie. First of all, thanks for having us. My name is Andrea Keisler. I'm the Director of Programs here at the Food Bank, and I've been with the Food Bank about 7 years now in different capacities. I've been a part of a real transformation of this organization from when we were 2 warehouses in 2 different parts of the county to moving to this centralized new warehouse in San Luis Obispo just a few years ago. So it's an incredible organization doing great work in the community, and I'm very proud to be a part of that effort.
Yeah, that is a sexy new warehouse. I'm glad we got to tour it. Yeah, that's great. And Tara, tell us about you.
Yay, hi, I'm Tara. I am the volunteer and event coordinator here at the food bank. I've been here for about 1.5 years. I get to help recruit and manage volunteers as well as plan fundraising events, which is a really awesome time because I get to meet lots of really nice people here.
Oh, yay. Yeah, fundraising and volunteer and then the general organization, those all sound like a lot of work to me. So good job, ladies. So tell us a little bit about what's working for you guys right now during this crazy time.
So I would say it's definitely been a crazy time for us over the last few months. We've seen the need for our services at least double and in some cases triple, and the amount of food that we are sending out the door has basically gone from somewhere about a 250,000 pounds a month to almost 500,000 pounds a month. So we early on were able to partner with our county, and this is something that has worked in an incredible way, this partnership with the county. They have supported us both monetarily to purchase additional food so that we can meet the need in the community, extending $650,000 of food purchasing power to us, and then provided storage for that additional food at a Camp San Luis warehouse, and have also provided us with staffing. So when the county shut down, essentially, county workers were reassigned from their normal jobs. So for example, librarians who were no longer going to work at the library were assigned to different positions as disaster services workers. So we have enjoyed that support also. We've had county employees assigned to us throughout the entire disaster, and they've, I think, have provided up to 20% of our total staffing over the last few months, and done jobs like packing orders in the warehouse and helping us clean and sanitize everything and maintain our very high level of cleaning and sanitizing during this time. And then driving trucks and delivering orders. So it's been an incredible partnership, and it's come. Yeah, it has also included their home delivery program that they've been offering to self-isolating seniors throughout this whole time. All of that has kind of tapered down now, and we're ending our partnership, but that has played a huge role in our ability to meet the need in the community during this time.
You're ending the partnership, but the situation hasn't really stopped. How is that going to affect everything?
Well, I think, like everyone right now, we're making sure that we're up on the most up-to-date information about what's happening in our county. We're taking advice from the public health department, from the CDC, from our state public health department, and we're making decisions based on those recommendations and the science behind it. And I think something else that's worked really well for us is we were very quick to adopt all of these safety protocols and to maintain them at a really high level throughout this this situation, and we continue to do all of those things. So it's a fluid situation. I'm sure you've heard that,
yes,
for many people. and we're, you know, we're poised to do whatever makes the most sense for the safety of our community and for the people we serve and for our staff and volunteers.
Great. And Tara, how is this, I mean, everybody wants to volunteer. Now, if people have time, how has this affected your ability to manage all those volunteers?
It's been really incredible to see exactly how many people have wanted to volunteer during all this. So once this all kicked in, much of our regular volunteer base happened to be in that retired at-risk age category. So I think we were a little nervous at first that we might lose a solid chunk of that base that we had established, which many of them did have to take a hiatus, but at the same time, we saw a massive influx in new volunteers coming to us seeking opportunities, since many people are now following untraditional school and work schedules. So many of our volunteer opportunities are during the typical work/school day on weekdays. So many people, even if they did want to volunteer, maybe it wasn't the best fit for their schedules for that reason. Now that's not necessarily the case, since many people are working remotely or working different hours. So that's been really, really cool to see. We get new people here every single day, which is awesome. And we also planned our biggest fundraiser of the year during all this, which ended up working in our favor. We had Hunger Awareness Day, which every year is the first Friday in June. Typically, we would have groups of volunteers out across the county collecting monetary donations from the public, wearing matching shirts, having banners, kind of in high traffic areas, collecting donations and sharing little hunger facts about SLO County as they pertain to that year in particular. That this year we couldn't necessarily do that. So once all this hit in March, we were like, oh man, we already planned for this to happen this way in June, but now we're going to totally repackage it. So we went mostly digital. Aside from one drive-through donation site, just to maintain some intimacy from years past. And we actually, with the way we repackaged it, we were able to reach way more people, and I think many more people can more clearly see the needs in the community right now. So I think that inspired more people to donate as well. So we far exceeded our fundraising goal for this year for that. I think our goal was $100,000 and we raised $178,000. So yeah, repackaged it to go digital, and just to be in the community that we are in, to be as supported as we are, it worked out pretty wonderfully considering the situation.
Yeah, that's amazing. So we know that $1 equals $4 of your purchasing power, and $1 equals 7 meals. Is that what you said? So that is a lot. That is amazing. What a great community we have. We know that. You know that. I know that. Everybody listening to this knows what an amazing community we are. So that's a very positive story to hear, because, you know, we all feel like we need more positive. We're getting beat down pretty hard with one more thing. Tell us a little bit about how the community can help you. I know you have a Glean program. I know you have the donation situation. Tell us how the community can help you guys at the food bank.
So right now, one thing that is very helpful, even more so than in the past, is donating, and in particular becoming a monthly donor. So, you know, most monthly donors can donate as little or as, you know, as much as they would like. It helps us plan, you know, to have kind of sustaining donors like that. And we're asking for monetary donations, even more so than in the past, because one of the effects that the COVID emergency has had is streams of donated food that we count on a regular basis. Some of those have kind of shifted or totally disappeared. One example is the Stamp Out Hunger food drive in May. Usually in early May, the postal workers collect food at individuals' households, and then, you know, in one day we receive somewhere in the realm of 50,000 pounds of food, which keeps us stocked for a long time. That didn't happen this year. They're doing an effort online for online donations, but we're really looking at least a short-term future where we may be purchasing more food than we ever have in the past. So so those dollars, and especially the monthly donors, are really important right now. Would you add anything to that, Tara?
Oh yeah, just to reiterate, it's really cool that, I mean, if you give $5 a month, that feeds 35 people. So it's kind of cool. It's just like, oh, every month I'm feeding 35 people. And I mean, $5 for some people might be doable, for some people it might not. But for those people that it is, I think that's like a really huge impact that small amount can have. So
yeah, that's great. That's a latte for some. It's $5 in their gas tank for somebody else. It could be the few pieces of groceries that they can get for the day for somebody else. So $5 is relative, but it is impactful just the same. So that's excellent. Oh my gosh, I'm really glad you guys said that. So tell us something about you personally or the food bank that we don't know. Tell secrets. Pressure. The pressure's on.
Let's see. Secrets about the food bank. So something that I don't think people generally know is that we work with almost 80 nonprofit agencies throughout the county. About half, so you can kind of split our operations and services in half. Half of what we do are actual direct food distributions that our staff operate or our volunteers operate. And the other half of what we do is work with these 80 nonprofit entities all around the county. And so they access food from us. And right now, it is completely free to them. Under normal circumstances, they do pay a very minimal amount, like 19 cents a pound for certain products. But we've lifted any kind of payment just so that they're able to access as much food as they need in this emergency circumstance. So we have agencies like homeless shelters, churches. We have sites that actually take the food they get from us, cook meals on a weekly basis, and serve those hot meals to the public. And they do the really localized work that that we can't do. We're really good at procuring food, storing food, getting it out. But these agencies are so important in providing really localized services and having those really personal relationships with the community members that are in need. So I think that's kind of a little known secret, maybe.
I don't know. I bet you the senior center and that sort of thing, where because I know the program where they can go get lunch. Maybe they get their food from you guys. Who even knows, right? Secrets. And Tara,
that's Meals That Connect. So Meals That Connect is an agency partner of the food bank, and they get regular food orders from us for free, which they incorporate into their meals that they serve throughout the county at lunch sites. I don't know that they're doing lunch sites currently, in person, but yeah, they're providing an incredible service, and they count on us for a good portion of the food that they use.
Excellent. Tara, secret.
Ooh, I think many people might not know we have a nutrition policy. So everything all the food we do distribute is as wholesome and healthy as possible. Half of what we distribute, minimum, is fresh produce, and then the other half meets certain guidelines for sodium, saturated fat, sugar, and all those goodies that we may need to limit. Another fun tidbit is we work with about 3,500 volunteers every year, that's like just unique individuals. That includes regulars, people who volunteer like multiple times a week. So I think that's really fantastic to know exactly. That's a massive number for one organization to receive in terms of that support of people gifting their time. Another fun one, this number might be a little different, so feel free to correct me, Andrea, if you know, but pre-COVID, 70% of our funding came from the community. So individual donations and like local like sponsorships from businesses and corporate donations and all that good stuff. So I think that's really cool to know as well, to see how supportive everyone here is.
Yeah, that is.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's amazing.
Mhm.
So what advice would you give the community that's watching this video now about themselves, about food, about access to food, about anything? Give us a tiny bit of advice that you would give them.
I would say if you are in need of food, if you're in need of, you know, free food or access to food, you should go to our website. We have a huge amount of information, and it's not just, we do have, you know, an entire page that's devoted to, there's an actual map where you can locate different food distributions and pantries and meal sites throughout the county. There's a PDF calendar that you can print off, and it has all that information located on it also. But we also try to, you know, give people access to information about other resources beyond just what the food bank offers, because really the food bank, our programs are set up as temporary emergency food assistance, and there are other programs available to people that can provide a little more consistency. So something like CalFresh, which is formerly called food stamps, you can sign up, and we provide information on our website about how to do that. That actually provides people with essentially a debit card with cash on it that they can then use to buy groceries at grocery stores, and you can also use it to purchase food at farmers markets, which that's a secret that people
Yeah,
don't.
that's a secret.
And there's this program called Market Match, which some of the farmers markets participate in, and essentially allows you to take your EBT card, and if you were going to spend $10 on produce, you actually get $20 worth of tokens that you can then spend at that farmers market. So it doubles the amount of money you were that you were going to use on your card. So
Wow.
It's very worth it, you know.
That's great.
Yeah. So visit our website.
Yeah, all those links to the websites will be at this video, so everyone will be able to find you very easily. Okay, Tara, what's your advice to people?
Oh yeah, kind of piggybacking off what Andrea said. I think seeing the number of people in need, and especially right now, can be a little overwhelming, especially if you may not necessarily have the means to help people directly. I think a fun thing is, if you know someone who's in need of food, direct them to food resources that are on our website, because there are 60 direct food distributions we host monthly throughout the county, and like Andrea said, there are 80 other organizations that are also offering food assistance. So I think it's important to stress our resources out there that people can pursue, and our goal is for no one to be hungry in this community, and no one has to be. So I think if you or someone you know does need help, there is a ton of access out there. Yeah, I think that's probably what I would add to that.
Yeah, to know that really no one has to be hungry. We have the resources in our community. They can access those through the links that we're going to have on the video here, through your website. That's obviously where they go. And all of those programs, I never even thought about how many programs. I mean, I've heard it, but like I know there's the veterans. I mean, I know there's tons, but 80, that's a lot. So ladies, thank you for your time today. I appreciate it. I know everyone that's listening to this is probably just going to click on there and donate to the food bank. And if they can do $5 a month, one latte a month donated to the food bank, maybe they can feed 35 people every month. Thank you, ladies. I really appreciate your time today. That's it. That's all we've got for today.
Great. Thank you. We really appreciated you taking the time to talk with us today also.
Oh, thank you
so much.
All right, get the food bank.